Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here. Okay, so earlier in January, I released my full review for the OnePlus 13. And in that video, I mentioned that OnePlus is just bringing the heat this year. They are coming in hot with the OnePlus 13 because this device just offers so much at the cost that is a lot less than other flagships out on the market right now. It is an amazing device. Well, OnePlus is continuing to bring the heat, this time with the new OnePlus Watch 3. And let me tell you guys, I have been enjoying my experience so far with the OnePlus Watch 3. Probably my favorite smartwatch that is out right now. I know this is not a full review. I have not had the smartwatch long enough to really give it a full review. I've only been able to use it for the past few days, but I still kind of just want to share what my experience has been like so far and just give you some quick first thoughts here on the OnePlus Watch 3. So this is just kind of going to be like a first impressions video, if you want to call it that. But first of all, I got to talk about the design, the looks of this watch right here. So we're getting a nice stainless steel titanium build to this watch, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. I really love that OnePlus kept this classic watch look because it just looks super classy, looks super nice, but you're kind of getting the best of both worlds with the OnePlus Watch 3 right here because it can go with a nice dressy attire, but it also has kind of a sporty look at the same time. So if you're wearing something more casual, something more sporty, it's gonna go with that too. Now this green band that does come with it, it actually comes in two colors. It comes with the green and the black, but this green right here looks amazing. I love this green color, but one thing that I wish OnePlus would have gave us the option to do is buy it with the blue band. Now you do have the option to buy a blue band separately. And the reason I'm saying this is because I absolutely love the blue color here on the OnePlus 13, and it would have been nice to have some blue bands to go with my OnePlus 13 so, both devices can just match each other. But, if you do want the blue band, you are going to have to buy that separately, unfortunately. But like I said, I really wish OnePlus would have gave us that option to be able to buy it with the blue band in the box. But either way, this green is really, really nice. Now, when just wearing it on my wrist, it's nice and lightweight, definitely not a heavy watch at all. I don't find any discomfort wearing it, or I haven't, at least for the past few days. So as far as overall comfort goes, feels really, really good on the wrist. Now, one thing I do got to talk about is battery life, because so far I have, noticed that battery life is actually really good here with this watch. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into the specs or anything like that. Like I said, this is just kind of like a first impressions video. You'll get all that other good stuff in my full review. But when I first unboxed this watch, I did not throw it on the charger. I used it with whatever juice it came with out of the box, which I believe was around, like 42% battery. And I decided to go ahead and just start using it like that until it died. And it lasted me about 2 days. And I recently just charged it early this morning and started using it at a full charge this morning. And battery life for me right now is down to 82%. So just less than 20% in a full day. And yes, the time right now is 11:45 p.m. So I took this watch off the charger, I believe around 7 something this morning. So it's getting close to midnight. So definitely used it for a whole day. And we're at less, we've used less than 20% battery life. So that kind of tells me this is gonna last me about 5 days before I have to throw it on the charger again. And I am using that always on display, and it has been tracking, exercises that I've been doing. I went for a walk today as well. It went and tracked that walk. And one thing that was really cool is that I actually forgot to throw it into the walking mode before I took my walk. But once a little bit of time passed, during my walk, it actually gave me like a little notification to let me know that, hey, it senses that I'm walking, and I had the option to throw it into walking mode so it can keep tracking that walk. And then it timed it all the way back to when I actually left my house. I'm like, wow, okay, that is super cool. So if you, for whatever reason, forget to start tracking your walk, it will automatically start tracking your walk for you. So you really don't have to worry too much about that. Later on in your walk, you can throw it in there and it will give you all of the time that had already passed and then everything else new after that. So just one really cool feature here with the OnePlus Watch 3. But of course, within the watch itself, it just gives us so many options, so many different exercises and workouts to choose from that we can track here with the watch alone. It is great. And I find it to actually be very accurate. I actually went and decided to count my steps up to like 100 steps. I took 100 steps and I counted each step, and it was off by like 2 steps. I think I counted 100 steps and it gave me like 102. or something like that. So it was only off about 2 steps. So I'm like, wow, okay, that was actually pretty accurate. Now, I'm not really sure how accurate it's gonna be if you're someone who's, you're sprinting and then you slow down to a jog, walk, and you start sprinting again. I haven't done any of that. Like I said, I will do all this for my full review, but so far it seemed pretty accurate. And I've also been using it to track my sleep. And today I actually took 2 short naps and it starts tracking my sleep automatically. And I don't know how accurate it is when it comes to sleep tracking. It seemed pretty accurate when I woke up and saw how long I slept for, because of course, when you go to sleep, you're not really actually able to see what time you actually fell asleep because, your eyes are closed, you're laying down, and you're not looking at the time. So, I mean, who knows? But so far, it does seem pretty accurate when it comes to sleep tracking. Now, performance. If you know OnePlus, I mean, they are all about smoothness. Of course, here, with the OnePlus 13, I mean, this is one of the smoothest devices, if not the smoothest device I have ever used. And if you know OnePlus, I mean, that OnePlus Smooth is just unlike any other type of smooth. They have their own type of smoothness, if that makes sense. Well, they have brought that to their OnePlus Watch 3 right here. It is just so smooth to use. Of course, this is powered by Snapdragon and it performs so good so far. Like I said, I've only been using it for the past few days now, and it has been performing so great for me. I don't notice any hiccups, any type of lagging or anything like that. I'm able to just, scroll through the watch, do whatever it is I'm doing, especially when I go into the app drawer. It's really fun to just, scroll around. I don't know why. It's just so satisfying because of how smooth it is. It is great. It performs well. And I really like that we now have a rotating crown. So you don't always have to, put your finger on the display to scroll up or down. You can now use the crown to scroll up or down, and it's just a really nice touch to the OnePlus Watch 3 right here. Now, when it comes to the price of the OnePlus Watch 3 right here, I went ahead and pulled it up because I want to make sure I don't get anything wrong. It's currently going for around $330, and you can pre-order it right now. So I'll have a link down in the description below in case you want to check one out for yourself. But they actually have some deals that you can take advantage of. So you can actually get $30 off. So you're bringing that price down to $300 if you use the code TIME1010. That's TIME1010 as the promo code, but it does say until supplies run out. So if they run out, then you're kind of out of luck with that deal. So I recommend hurrying up to go do that right now after this video if you do want to make sure you're able to take advantage of that deal. But not just that, you can also trade in any device in any condition for an additional $50 off, and that is here in the US. So you can actually get this watch for around $250. And in my opinion, that is a steal. So far, just from everything that I have experienced with this watch right here, $250, definitely a steal, definitely worth it. I mean, even at the regular price of $330, I mean, OnePlus, come on, man, you are spoiling us. But I mean, so far, just based off of first impressions, I mean, you definitely can't go wrong with the OnePlus Watch 3. I know with the OnePlus Watch 2, I absolutely loved that watch. It was great, performed great, and they have really upped the game here with the OnePlus Watch 3. And we're also getting a bigger watch screen as well. They really have thinned out that bezel a little bit more to give us a bigger screen. It is just nice, beautiful, comfortable, performs well. And like I said, battery life seems great so far. And did I mention I'm using the always on display? I think I did, but yes, I am also using that always on display. And even when using the always on display, battery life is still killing it. Very, very good. So like I said, if you are interested in the OnePlus Watch 3 and pre-ordering it for yourself, I'll make sure to have a link down in the description below. I believe the actual sale date is on February 25th at 4 a.m. Eastern time. So that is the open sale date. The pre-sale date already started. So you're good for that if you want to go ahead and pre-order your OnePlus Watch 3. But if you have any questions, let me know down in the comment sections below. If there's, of course, something I didn't talk about here because this is not my full review, but if I can answer your question about whatever it is you're maybe wondering about the Watch 3 right here, I will do my best to answer that question. But if you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any of the future videos to come. Thanks so much for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.